My name is Molly and welcome to my first ever video blog. If you've been following my blog, thank you. It's been about a year since I've launched and I've decided to start incorporating some videos so I can talk to you a little bit more conversationally. If you haven't been following my blog, I'd love for you to check it out. I'll drop a link at the bottom of this video. And I really hope you like it. So I wanted to talk today about Pinotage. Pinotage is the red grape of South Africa, and it was actually created in 1925 when a winemaker decided to cross Pinot Noir with Cinsault. The hope with this crossing of the grapes was to create a grape that was fruity and delicate like a Pinot Noir, but something that could grow well in the climate of South Africa, like Cinsault. And the resulting wine was not at all what they expected. The grapes were very dark, very thick-skinned, more really reminiscent of Syrah. Pinotage has kind of had a bad reputation for the past 20, 30 years or so, and I think the reasons for that are twofold. One is because they grow in these thick bunches, so it's a really easy wine to mass produce, and oftentimes when wines are mass produced, winemaking technique is sometimes overlooked and you get quantity over quality. Another reason why I believe it's had a bad reputation is sometimes the aroma can be almost like an acetone smell, and many people even describe it as like a nail polish remover or banana if they're being nice. But there are some really beautiful, really well-made Pinotage wines out there, and I would encourage you to try them. I've picked two of my favorites to talk about today. The first is the 2018 Vantage Pinotage from Remhoogte. And this winery does not buy into that mass producing of their wine. So these grapes are actually manually picked, hand harvested, which means they go through and pick by hand which grapes are actually going to go into the wine. Once they've done that and the wine has fermented, it's aged in oak for 20 months, and 30% of it is aged in new oak. So it really imparts some complexity and some delicious flavors and aromas that complement the natural flavors of Pinotage. So you'll notice when you look at this wine, it's very dark, it's almost purple in color. And that's really characteristic of a Pinotage. On the nose, you really will get some dark fruit flavors, so plum, blackberry, fig. You'll also get some smoke, leather, tobacco, and all of those flavors are things that come through because of that oak aging. When you taste this wine, you'll notice it's very high in tannin, high in acid, high in alcohol, and that really just makes for a big, bold, but well-balanced, well-structured wine. I would drink this with red meat, roast vegetables, maybe lamb, but big, bold flavors for a big, bold wine. I think they'll complement each other really well. I also think earthy flavors, so maybe like a truffle oil, would go really well with this. So again, that's Vantage Pinotage from Remhoogte. This vintage is 2018. I got it from my local wine shop, but if you are not able to find it at a wine shop near you, I will drop a link below for some places that you can purchase it from. The next wine I want to talk about is actually a Cape blend from Kanonkap. Kanonkap is a world-class winery. They've won many, many awards. Really just one of the best wineries in the world. and has a price tag that quite frankly doesn't reflect the high quality of their wines. So if you really want to get some bang for your buck, I would highly recommend a wine from Kanonkap. Any wine from this vineyard is going to be fantastic. But this one specifically is their Cape Blend. So a Cape Blend is the blend of South Africa, and in order to be a Cape Blend, it's required to have 30 to 70% Pinotage. This particular wine is 37% Pinotage, 33% Cab Sauv, 26% Merlot, and there's also a little bit of Cab Franc and Petit Verdot to round it out. The color of this wine is also very deep, but a little bit more red than the single varietal Pinotage that we tried before. On the nose, you're really gonna get, again, bold fruit flavors, but this one might be more of red fruit mixed in with that dark fruit. Also give it a little bit of spice. And this is another just beautifully balanced, beautifully structured wine that is high in acid, high in tannin, high in alcohol. And this is one that I would try probably with, again, red meat, maybe a pasta, or even like a spicy dish. This would complement it really well. Now this is another winery that really takes care and really shows high-end winemaking techniques. When these grapes are fermented, they are actually fermented in these open casks, and every 2 hours somebody walks through and manually punches the grapes down to really bring out those bold flavors. This wine is aged in oak for 12 to 14 months, so it's going to be a little bit fruitier than the Remhoogte, but really still has that complexity and a smokiness to it that is really, really pleasant. So I will also drop a link below for places where you can purchase this Kanonkap Cape Blend. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Look for more from me in the coming weeks. Thank you.